It's the 90th anniversary of Korean immigration to Cuba, where descendants of the first Korean settlers there embark on a search for their identity. The doctor who performed surgery on late pop musician Shin Hae-chul has denied allegations of professional negligence. And the price of gold has fallen to a 4-year low. Gold savings and transactions have spiked.
Hello and welcome to News Today on KBS World. It's Monday, November 10th. I'm Luke Clary. This year marks the 90th year since Koreans first began settling in the Caribbean nation of Cuba. Descendants of those first immigrants have embarked on a search for their identity.
A single-story building situated in a residential neighborhood is a newly opened Korean cultural center.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
The center offers a glimpse into the lives of some 300 Henequens, or Koreans who moved to Cuba some 90 years ago. Henequens is a nickname for Koreans who immigrated to Mexico in the early 20th century. Their lives were hard, harvesting agave all day long. Their first passports and ID cards tell of their expectations and anxieties at the time.
한국의 전통, 문화도 배우고 이민 후손 역사도 배우고 그다음에 한글도 배움으로써 정체성 확립이라든지 어떤 국가관도 좀 심어줄 수 있도록.
Opening the center wasn't easy. In order to obtain an opening permit from Cuba, a country with no diplomatic ties with South Korea, the center had to be named after a Cuban national hero.
¿Cómo viven los coreanos en Corea? El desarrollo económico que tienen, en el lugar que se encuentra desde el punto de vista económico y social en Corea del Sur.
Currently, ethnic Koreans living in Cuba number about 1,100. They were born in the socialist country of Cuba and enjoyed successful lives as public officials and professors. Yet they have never forgotten their proud Korean heritage. They published a book on the sorrowful yet inspiring lives of their parents.
Que todavía nosotros, hasta mi generación, nos sentimos coreanos. Ya después eso fue perdiéndose un poco, que ahora se está trabajando por rescatar.
And they even erected a monument in the village where their ancestors first settled.
아리랑 고개로 넘어간다.
The Korean Cubans hope that the new Korean Cultural Center can help the younger generation rediscover their Korean identities.
Police have grilled the doctor who performed surgery on late pop musician Shin Hae-chul. Over 9 hours of questioning, the doctor strongly denied allegations of possible professional negligence.
Dr. Kang, who performed surgery on the late rock musician Shin Hae-chul, left the police station around midnight Monday. He had been investigated by the police for approximately 9 hours. The doctor stated definitively that he had not performed the controversial stomach reduction surgery on the singer.
위축 수술은 본인이 직접 진행하신 건가요?
하지 않았습니다. 확실히 하지 않았습니다. 네, 확실하지 않습니다.
Kang said that the singer suffered from abdominal adhesion. His operation had been to strengthen the stomach's walls, which had been weakened in the process of separating it from the intestines. The doctor reportedly claimed that he had explained the procedure to the singer and received approval from him in advance. Police focused their questioning on how the singer's intestines were punctured and whether the doctor gave him appropriate post-operative medical attention. Kang insisted that he had completed the surgery with no complications and that he took appropriate medical steps when the singer complained about pain afterwards. He also stated his belief that Shin's intestines were punctured after the surgery, not during, although he is unsure of the cause. The doctor went on to say that he had given the singer sufficient explanation regarding post-surgery fasting and that Shin had fully understood. Police will review Kang's statements, the results of an autopsy by the National Forensic Service, and other medical experts' opinions before drawing a conclusion on the cause of Shin's death.
The price of gold has fallen to a 4-year low. And with the growing belief that gold prices have bottomed out, gold savings in commercial banks and transactions of gold-related products at the Korea Exchange have spiked considerably.
This is a jewelry mall in Jongno, Seoul. This man who came out to buy gold was surprised to find that the price has fallen sharply.
옛날에는 한 20만 원, 21만 원 갔었는데 지금 15만 6천 원, 7천 원 많이 떨어졌어요.
The international gold price stood at $1,145 as of November 6th. That's 20% lower than the year's high registered in March. Encouraged by the falling gold price, more and more office workers are looking to invest in gold as well.
이전보다 굉장히 많이 빠졌기 때문에 조금은 이제 빠지는 것보다는 올라갈 수 있지 않느냐. 어찌됐건 안전 자산이니까 그렇게 생각을 하고 투자를 했습니다.
Subsequently, the daily transaction average at the Korea Exchange's gold market exceeded 13 kilograms this month, about triple the amount compared to when it first opened last March. Commercial banks are reporting steady increases in the balances of their gold savings accounts.
원가 밑으로 떨어져 있다고 생각하시는 고객들이 많기 때문에 지금 거래도 활발하게 일어나고 있는 것 같고 잔고도 많이 늘었습니다.
Another factor driving gold investment is that it's become easier to make investments in gold as little as 1 gram. Experts, however, have warned that gold prices could fall even further, and if that's coupled with falling currency exchange rates, it could lead to shrunken profits.
Koreatown in Tokyo is facing a business crisis with Chinese and Southeast Asian merchants swarming in. Korean merchants are working hard to revive their businesses. Let's take a look.
A large duty-free store recently reopened in Tokyo's Koreatown after closing down last summer. It is crowded with groups of Chinese tourists. The store is aiming to attract Chinese customers as the number of Korean and Japanese visitors has dwindled amid the strained relations between Seoul and Tokyo.
전에는 한국 사람들이 가게를 찾으려고 많이 왔거든요. 근데 요즘은 이제 다 내놓고 중국 사람들, 대만 사람들, 네팔 사람들이 와서
More than 50 Korean stores in the Koreatown neighborhood have closed down or changed their type of business. This is the largest Japanese language institute in Koreatown. Koreans accounted for nearly half the students 5 years ago. However, almost none are currently in attendance.
중국 사람들이 약 한 55%, 그다음에 베트남 학생들이 약 한 40%, 그 외에 우리 한국 사람들은 2% 정도밖에.
Korean merchants have joined efforts to overcome the prolonged business slump and rekindle the Hallyu Korean pop culture boom.
이 지역이 다문화가 공존하는 그런 국제 도시로서 성장하기를 원하고 있기 때문에 저희들도 그들과 뜻을 같이 해서
Koreatown, New York has been undergoing major changes since 10 years ago, cornered by a growing stream of Chinese merchants. Likewise, Koreatown in Tokyo is now facing new challenges and changes.
The job market in Korea is tough, and even more so for young women in university, humanities majors, and graduates of local colleges. However, experts claim it doesn't have to be that way.
There may be an almost equal number of female and male college graduates, but only 20% of recruits at large companies are female. Simply put, female college graduates are having bigger concerns over employment than their male counterparts.
왜 여대에 왔냐, 여대는 좀 취업하기가 힘들다 이런 얘기도 되게 은연중에 많이 들어서 1학년 때부터 그거에 대해서 조금 힘들다고 생각하고 있는데.
The same problem plagues humanities majors. Large conglomerates hire more than 90% of their employees from science and engineering schools. Some companies don't even recruit any graduates with degrees in humanities.
공부하는 건 재밌는데 또 취업하려면은 전공을 살리자니 전공 살릴 길이 없고.
Humanities students generally don't have as many skill certificates as their counterparts in science and engineering. Experts advise that they flaunt their insight and analytical skills in their cover letters.
어느 업종에 가든지 기획하고 제작하고 그다음에 문서 작업해 주실 수 있는 분들 그리고 이거에 대한 평가하고 피드백 해 줄 수 있는 분들은 다 필요하시거든요.
Female students and graduates of local colleges should first decide their fields of interest and develop expertise in those fields. The government is also out to help humanities graduates find employment.
저희가 현장으로 출동해서 인문계라든지 문화, 예술, 체육 상대적으로 소외된 청년 대학생들을 상대로 자신감, 열정을 불어넣어주고.
The on-site employment counseling service will continue until the end of this year.
The government will encourage car makers to increase the fuel efficiency of their products as a way to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. And in addition to automaker efforts, good driving habits can also help protect the environment and boost fuel efficiency.
As a starting signal is given, a driver gently presses the gas pedal. A total of 30 teams participated in a contest to select drivers who drive their cars in the most environmentally friendly, fuel-efficient manner. The competition was to pick drivers who spent the least fuel while driving the 36-kilometer course within a time limit, without sudden start-offs or acceleration. The team of Kim Yong-sik and Kim Ki-seung won the contest after driving 19.7 kilometers per liter of gasoline. They spent 63% less gas than the car's official fuel consumption at 12.1 kilometers per liter. Their fuel efficiency was more than double that of the last place finishers, who drove 8.1 kilometers per liter.
평소에도 급출발 안 하고 서서히 운행하는 습관이 돼 있기 때문에 친환경 운전은 화이팅!
안전주행을 하게 되면은 연비뿐만 아니라 대기오염 물질도 동시에 저감할 수가 있겠습니다.
Experts say that any driver can increase fuel efficiency and prevent environmental pollution with good driving habits, such as driving at an economical speed and regularly checking the tire pressure.
Autumn is about to give way to winter, with the daytime temperatures plunging further and fewer leaves left on the trees. Take a look at the late autumn landscape of Korea.
The colorful autumn leaves that used to blanket mountains nationwide just a few weeks ago have almost all fallen off the trees. Fallen yellow foliage welcomes hikers who've come to enjoy the final moments of autumn. Paragliders fly high in the clear sky. The yellow parachute flying high in the sky adds vibrant color to the bare mountain slopes. Cyclists stop to take rest in the shadow of a tall maple tree. Then they start pedaling again, taking in the fresh autumn breeze. Riverfront parks also welcome visitors as a colorful attraction. Many visit the parks to spend their weekend close to the fall foliage. Warm, welcoming autumn festivals seem to heat up the strong and chilly winds. Scarecrows have left the fields with the farming season now over. Time seems to stand still for a sailboat on the river and also for a slowly moving ox cart. Children have a wonderful time racing with ducks and playing traditional games. Farmers are now busy preparing for the coming winter. Citizens across the nation spent the weekend enjoying the last moments of autumn.
The band Next, which was headlined by the late singer Shin Hae-chul, will hold a tribute concert next month, and the band's new songs will be released in a single album. Here's more from the world of show business.
The agency of the band Next, which was led by the late singer Shin Hae-chul, announced that the band will hold a concert next month as scheduled. The band had prepared for the concert since before Shin's sudden death. The concert will take place at Korea University on December 27. Although it's not officially a tribute concert, it will likely serve as an event commemorating the deceased singer. Singer Lee Hyun-sup, who joined the band under the name Next United, will act as the main vocalist, performing Shin Hae-chul's most popular songs. The late singer's new songs will be released in a posthumous album. The band's agency says it's been organizing the singer's songs in cooperation with his bereaved family and will release some of the recorded songs next month in a new album. Idol music group B2B has launched promotional activities ahead of its debut in Japan. B2B is to hold showcases in Tokyo, Nagoya, and Osaka ahead of the release of its single album Wow on November 12th. The group's agency says it's quite unprecedented for a rookie music group to hold showcases in multiple cities, and that B2B will prove its singing skills by performing live.
Fall is the season of colorful foliage, but it's also the perfect time to enjoy the elegant silvergrass. The subtle beauty of silvergrass can be enjoyed at the Silvergrass Festival held in Pocheon, Gyeonggi Province. Let's take a look. Mount Myeongsung in Pocheon, Gyeonggi Province is packed with people looking to enjoy the fall. Colorful fall foliage is attractive, but these people are here in Mount Myeongsung for the silvergrass.
명성산은 우리나라 5대 억새 산으로 유명한 산 중에 하나라서요. 평택에서 보러 왔습니다.
A stretch of glorious silvergrass fields can be enjoyed at their fullest at the summit of Mount Myeongsung. Visitors first come upon Bisun Waterfall as they enter the mountain. Beyond it is Dungyong Waterfall, where a dragon supposedly soared up to heaven. The 10-meter waterfall is called the face of Mount Myeongsung. Silvergrass fields cover a distance of 1 kilometer from the waterfall to the ridge leading up to Samgak Peak. The white silvergrass blossoms seem to glitter under the sunlight. The way they sway in the wind is magnificent.
뭐 좀 생각나는 거 있으세요? 보니까.
갈대밭의 추억.
예, 억새밭인데.
Silvergrass is easily mistaken for reeds because they look very similar and they bloom around the same time of the year. Silvergrass is usually silver or white, while reeds appear darker brown in color. Also, silvergrass grows on mountains or hills, whereas reeds inhabit near bodies of water.
야, 여기 공기가 제일 좋아서 좋고요. 이 억새 이렇게 많은 군락지가 있는 거는 처음 봤는데 진짜 멋있네요.
Now let's head to a special place found only in Pocheon. This is a quarry that has been transformed into a cultural attraction. People can ride on a monorail train to travel 420 meters to the top, where they can see a lake surrounded by imposing rock cliffs.
채광을 중단하고 20여 년 동안을 방치했던 곳입니다. 그곳에 서서히 20여 년 동안에 빗물과 또 깨진 틈 사이로 나오는 용출된 물들이 모여서 지금의 이 아름다운 천주호가 만들어지게 된 것입니다.
Visitors can also make their own rock soaps in the craft room. Pocheon's signature food is idong galbi. The rib meat is spread and scored with a knife before marinated in a special sauce. Idong beef ribs are also known to be served in big portions. The dish was first conceived when generous amounts of meat were sold at affordable prices to hungry soldiers from nearby bases. Idong galbi is also unique in that it's served with the refreshingly mild kimchi broth. So what do people think of these marinated ribs?
좋은 사람하고 이렇게 좋은 경치를 보면서 짜지도 않고 달지도 않은 이 맛있는 갈비를 먹으니까 너무 기분이 좋았어요.
Fall is a great time for traveling. It would be a great waste of this wonderful season just to stay at home, so how about spending a romantic weekend in the silver grass fields of Pocheon? Now we'll take a look at the markets, followed by the world weather. That's it for this edition of News Today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again at the same time tomorrow. Goodbye.